It's good all day, fam. Back again for another segment. No days off. So tonight I'm reading off this piece on why DJ Moore already likes a taste of joining the Buffalo Bills. And honestly, it does make sense. If you're DJ Moore, you're walking into a situation with Josh Allen at quarterback. Joe Brady as head coach, a guy you already know, and a team that expects to compete. Not just talk about potential, but that matters because for a veteran wide receiver like DJ Moore, perhaps it's not just about changing teams, it's about stepping into a better football environment, better quarterback, better structure, better chance to matter in big. Well, I ain't gonna say better quarterback, but I'll say somewhat. And a better chance to that matters in playing big games. And that's what Buffalo is pretty much. I'll put it to you like this. This is what Buffalo is selling to DJ Moore. Moore has already spoken positively about playing with Allen, and there's also already a built-in level of comfort with Brady from their Carolina days. So this isn't just a random move on paper, but this actually there is some familiarity here, and that gives this move a better chance to hit early. So Josh Allen, he could possibly change the entire equation for DJ Moore, a wide receiver going to Josh Allen into an offense led by Allen is a real shift. So Moore, he specifically pointed to Allen as a major reason for his excitement. And again, Joe Brady and DJ Moore, they have a lot of familiarity. That's huge. Moore already knows Brady's system and previously produced strongly with him in Carolina. Yeah, he did. And so those of you don't know, DJ Moore was with the Carolina Panthers before he was with the Chicago Bears. He had back-to-back 1,100-yard seasons during Joe Brady's time there. And just like the Bears, I'm going to say Buffalo, they offer meaningful football. Bills coverage framed this as Moore joining a consistent contender after his first winning season in Chicago, which changes the energy around the move. So DJ Moore likes to taste of Buffalo. It isn't hard to understand, but when you go from uncertainty to, I ain't gonna say it's not uncertainty, but when you go to Josh Allen from Trent to go to Josh Allen, it's gonna be make things a lot interesting. So let's see. Let me see if I can find this article that I was reading off on. Let's see if I can read out of this. And I guess you could say it is uncertainty because DJ Moore and Caleb Williams, they never really I don't think they had really good chemistry. It was kind of obvious, and DJ Moore was pretty much showing that. And DJ Moore, he's probably more than likely going to have better chemistry with Josh Allen than he did with Caleb Williams, and he's probably going to do better in the Joe Brady system than he is with than he did with Brandon Johnson. So if you look at it like that, you can look at it as it was uncertainty and it wasn't a lot of structure for a guy like DJ Moore. So I don't think DJ Moore is all that great of a wide receiver, but I think he's a very solid wide receiver. I think he's really good. I mean, he's a true number one, just like Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle is not a top 10 wide receiver like DJ Moore isn't a top 10 wide receiver, but they both are true number ones and they both can definitely help elevate your offense. So it's going to be it's going to be cool to see what DJ Moore can do with Josh Allen. So DJ Moore is ready for the taste of Buffalo and no, not the annual summer festival. Okay, whatever. Moore, he's 28, was traded to the Buffalo Bills by the Chicago Bears along with a 2026 fifth round pick in exchange for a second round selection. So they didn't give up a lot for him. Reflecting on his new team, Moore said in Western New York, he's just getting used to the taste of winning as of last year in Chicago. Moore is ready for more of it with the Bills. It's a great deal because last year was my first. Oh, yeah, I'm back on. I don't know what happened. Like this, it just went off, and I was sitting there talking, and then I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna just go back to reading the article and just stop really in there. But let's see. So Brandon Bean hinted that he targeted more in a trade rather than signing a free agent because the contract the receiver has already signed will keep him around longer than just a year or two. More inked a 4-year deal already, and so in free agency, you never know what the numbers are going to be. So in this deal, it wasn't a trade for a one. for a 1 year or 2 year rental. This is a guy that's under contract being set, and he's got a good skill set. He's a productive player. He'll be our most accomplished receiver in the room, no doubt. And so this is Bill's wide receiver. So this is Bill wide receiver DJ Moore and what it takes to be a wide receiver number one, being successful in short, intermediate, and deep levels of the field. Is your receiver one bringing anybody along with him to take some of the pressure of the number one, of the receiver one? Let's see. DJ Moore talking about.
You gotta really figure out what your receiver one is really good at, and then as your receiver one bringing anybody along with you to take some of the pressure off of the receiver one that is quoted to be the receiver one. So if that's not happening, then the receiver one is just out there just playing ball and getting strapped. And then if you don't have nobody else out there with like everybody else other teams have, we have to go out there and just play as a unit. Just knowing the game in different areas where you got to change speeds, have speed, and where you just need to settle in zone. So I think over time I grew into those different 3 levels of route running.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my connection. Keep losing connection when I'm trying to share something, but that was it. That's all I wanted to do. Just wanted to jump on here real quick and just talk a little bit about football. So I decided to talk about the Bills and give you a little bit of information and some news updated on the Buffalo Bills. So I know I have noticed I haven't really been talking. I wanted to talk more and more about teams. I wanted to cover more and more teams anyway. So I know some channels, some analysts, they don't cover all teams. And I know because I know this because I listen to them and I'm just like, oh, why don't they talk about the Jaguars enough? Why don't they talk about X, Y, and Z? And I get it because some of those teams don't have the coverage and they're not as popular. But I want to cover everything. I want to say we cover everything, but I also want to just make sure I'm here on here every day. So I'm not gonna be on here at like super long every single day. If time permits itself, I definitely will. Like I can go 3 hours on here. I've done that already, but plenty of times. But with the fact of me just wanting to be consistent, being on here every day, that's just what I'm more focused on right now, and just giving you some type of information, some football news, because it never ends. Football never ends. The news never ends. Just because the season ends, stuff is still going on, So it's a lot we could talk about. A lot we could talk about. It's infinite information in this football world ecosystem. But that's all I got right now. Well, that's not all I got, but that's all I'm going to talk about right now. So we'll be back very soon. Tomorrow, no days off. So all day. Peace. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Good night.